season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Turn and try to improve the field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Arkansas's offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again to build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, there he goes. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're going to ride this running back. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Clemson's offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Got his man in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dances away. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Makes the grab past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The short hands, it's Brown. Still running up the 40. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Wilson to pass. Flips it out on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable. Looking to throw again. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella. I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play?
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Off play action on first down. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big game, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
He's got him. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. the challenge here. They've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Tigers will try to convert on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Turning it on. Touchdown, Clemson. Once he got a step, it was off. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner goes down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Hand off from the shotgun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wilson will throw. He's got his man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank.
It's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you get.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way, but dude.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're looking for an advantage to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wilson to pass. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn.
There he goes! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The official says no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a three-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley.
The Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically.
Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action's going to...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Hauls it in. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. All wideouts, no backs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Holds it in. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The offense set for a first down play. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into touchdown Tigers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Braswell. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wilson will throw. It's caught. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Fires left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Send the tight end in motion. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Braswell. Turning it on! He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. They'll try to power their way ahead. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. Looking left. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Finds a spot in the middle. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabs it at the 25-inch drive. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They go to the ground. Nice move there. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Clemson jumps to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
On the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He wants to throw it again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
The RPO fire complete to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Clemson will come to the line with the first and goal. Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And the comeback is on. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Punts it out of the air. At the 35, he's loose. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wilson will throw. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Razorbacks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Brown. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one